Hey guys, it's Jay and we are in the kitchen again today for another Foodie Friday. Now, the recipe I originally wanted to do today, my grocery store did not have the necessary ingredients, so I'm hoping to be able to pull that one off here in a week or two. But today we are going to be making something that I love, which is green curry lentils. Is that a good title for it? Sure, it doesn't really have an official title. But let's look at what we are using in this recipe today. To the board! For today's recipe, we will require carrots and celery. That's about 4 to 6 medium carrots worth of carrots and 4 or 5 sticks of celery. 1 pound of lentils, 4 cups chicken broth, as well as 4 cups water, not pictured here. 1 can of light coconut milk. This is 13.66 ounces. Dried minced onion, ground cumin, ground coriander, salt, and our little secret weapon, green curry paste. Now this stuff can be found in most any grocery store. It's mostly flavor. There's not a lot of spice in this. I've tried the green and the red of this brand. When I did the chicken chickpea curry a while ago, I was using something I think called Penang red curry paste. That had a lot of heat to it, but these little guys are just flavor and they're delicious. So let's get started. First things first, we will need to tend to the carrots and celery. And now, of course, you've seen me chop carrots and celery probably in the last who knows how many videos. So today we are going to accomplish this by magic! Wingardium Choppiosa! So there we have semi-perfectly chopped carrots and celery. To the stove! So we are going to want to sweat these vegetables, so we will put I have a 4-quart pot here over medium heat. And we're going to add about 2 tablespoons of oil and let that come up to temperature. All right, a few minutes have passed. Our oil has come up to temperature, so now we will add our vegetables and we will let them do their thing, get all nice and softened up. Remember, no browning, we're just sweating and softening. So I've raised the temperature a little bit. I'm on medium high now, and I'm going to let that go for probably 10 minutes or so till the vegetables start to look a little bit nice and schmooshy. Now, while our vegetables are making noise and having a good time back there, you may be asking yourself, why lentils? Well, lentils are delicious. Oh, you wanted more words about lentils? Well, they're not too far off the beaten path. They're kind of like beans. If you're a bean person, you'll like lentils. They're full of fiber, full of protein, and they're cute. They're so cute and little. Who wouldn't love lentils? There. Was that good? Was that good? We will also be using soy sauce in this recipe, which I forgot to include in the opening shot because it was in the refrigerator. But hey, soy sauce. So our vegetables have had about 10 minutes to soften up sufficiently, and now we will add to the party 4 cups of chicken broth, or you could use veggie broth. I'm using reduced sodium chicken broth, and I'm bringing the heat back up to high at this point because we are going to want some bubblage. 2 tablespoons of soy sauce. I have reduced sodium soy sauce. 1 tablespoon of dried minced onion, which I will measure with my teaspoon because now my tablespoon has soy sauce all over it. 1/2 teaspoon of cumin. 1/2 teaspoon of coriander, and at this point I like to add about a teaspoon of salt because we're also bringing 4 cups of water to this party. And I don't know where you buy your water, but where I buy mine, it comes unseasoned. Now for the green curry paste, I really love this stuff. It doesn't bring a lot of heat, it's all flavor, so I really like to use about half this jar. According to the label on the back, that's about 4 tablespoons, but you can do this to suit your tastes. But I'm going with half the jar. Now it really wouldn't be much of a lentil dish without the lentils, so here comes 1 pound of lentils, which I have rinsed and drained. Now we're going to stir this all together, let it come to a boil, reduce the heat, and let it simmer for about 45 minutes. I like to try to make sure I really find those chunks of green curry paste and kind of break those up. There we go, bubblage has been obtained, so we will drop the heat down to medium, add a lid, and let this go for 45 minutes. Now, if you've been keeping track, you may notice there's one ingredient we haven't put in the pot yet, and that is the coconut milk. You probably could add this at this point. For some reason, I don't want to boil my coconut milk for like an hour. It's probably nothing wrong with that, but I usually let this boil, simmer for about 45 minutes, add the coconut milk, simmer another 15 minutes, and then you're ready to eat. That is 45 minutes gone, so I'm going to add my can of coconut milk, make sure it maintains bubblage, and let this go still over medium heat for about another 15 minutes. And then it's eatin' time! So there we go. This recipe is super easy and I love it. We are so addicted to lentils lately. I don't know why. There are worse things you could be addicted to than cute little small bean type things, right? Right. So let's see how our numbers worked out. Here we have our nutritional facts for the entire recipe. Look at that fiber. And I usually break this up into about 6 servings, so there is your per serving. And let's see how we did at the register. There is our cost for the entire recipe and per serving, which is 1/6 of the recipe. Nice. So that is it. Super easy. Hopefully you enjoyed this recipe of Foodie Friday. If you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel, become a Paromaniac today. We've got all sorts of stuff going on the channel. But that's it for this video, and until next time, rock on.